Right, so let's get one thing clear. You definitely don't swing too quickly. So we've all heard it, haven't we, guys, that when golfers hit bad shots, one of the first go-to mistakes is apparently that they swing too quickly, and this is very often what you'll see. Okay, so you see the golfer set up, the ball's offline, and I'm sure you play with somebody, and you might have even done it yourself, where you'll hit that shot and you'll say, I know what the problem was, I swung too quickly, so what I really need to do on my next shot is slow down, and I'm going to hit a much better shot. Now, just before I hit it with this magic new slow swing, the club head speed there was 77 mile an hour. Okay, so I'm going to swing a little bit slower now, and then show you what golfers tend to do. So the strike was a little bit better. We've seen a 67 mile an hour club head speed, so the ball's only carried 100 yards. Now, I've got my 6-iron in my hand, so for me, I'm not really playing golf to try and be hitting 6-iron that far through the air. And I think one of the tough things is when a lot of golfers make their practice swing, they think that the practice swing feels slow, and yet when I watch it, I think the practice swing looks a lot quicker. Now, because a lot of guys say, I think I'm swinging too quick, their instant thing is to slow down. Now, I would actually say that I don't think most golfers swing too quick. And I have this standing joke with the guys I coach that if that's one of the first things they'll say, and they say they need to slow down, my first question is, well, obviously you'd like to hit the ball less far than you do. Nobody ever says, absolutely get me hitting it shorter. So what we need to understand is, in the practice swing, generally speaking, there's a couple of differences in the practice swing. The first one is that there's no golf ball there, so you're not trying to make the golf ball do something. But generally speaking, in the practice swing, you will see that the club head in the backswing travels a little bit further. Therefore, the club has got further to accelerate on the way down, and therefore the club is actually moving quicker, even though it feels like the swing is a little bit slower. So, do a couple of practice swings, and let that club travel back as far as you can, and then let the club swing through. And just do a couple where you're not even thinking about speed. And for me, even there, that feels quite quick. So, what's the thing most golfers worry about? It's definitely the golf ball, isn't it? You know, most golfers, you see that practice swing, it looks great. You move on to the actual swing and all kinds of things happen. So if you think about it, what are you trying to make the ball do? So golfers generally try and do 5 things. Just run through these with me. First of all, they're trying to hit the ball. And you can count on your fingers if you need. Then they're trying to get the ball in the air. Then they're trying to make the ball go straight. Then they're trying to make the ball go further. And then they're trying to strike the ball correctly. So as a general rule, golfers are trying up to 5 things with that golf ball. Now, I definitely think on the golf course, and this is particularly where it's bad, golfers will get a 6-iron in the hand, and they're maybe already thinking that they're hitting the ball further than they are. So the effort level jumps up, and because they're trying to hit the ball hard, not necessarily swing quickly, as they swing back, they get very focused on the golf ball and what they're trying to do. The backswing gets short, and even though it feels very rushed, we see 58 mile an hour, 93 yard carry. Now, the funny thing for me is, and even you guys watching, I'm sure some of you guys watching will say, this is nonsense, it's definitely that swing too quickly. Look, just trust me on this one. Have you ever thrown that golf ball down when you just didn't care, and you just, you know, you might have already hit a bad one, and you just stood up there, made a swing, and thought, wow, look how far that's going. And all of a sudden there, I've jumped to 85 mile an hour, and golfers say, yeah, but I wasn't trying to make the ball do anything. There's the key. We don't want to be trying to make the ball do something. The golf ball will do something as a result of us making a swing and doing something with the club. So actually what I'm going to get you to do is, I'm not going to get you to swing slower. Absolutely, I don't want you swinging slower. But what I do want is you to swing quicker, and I don't want you to focus on how far the ball's going. We're going to make a good movement, and the better the movement, the shot's going to take care of itself. So the first thing we're going to focus on, like I said, is try to get that club head back as far as you can, and then swing through as quickly as you can. Don't worry what the contact with the ball would be like, because we're not even going to do the golf ball to begin with. Let's just set up, make that nice full turn, and then nice and quick on the way through. Now I know for me that feels lovely and quick. So we're then going to introduce the golf ball, and I don't care where it goes or how far it goes. I'm just going to see, can I make that nice big backswing, and then can I swing through as quickly as I can, and just let the ball be collected at the bottom or not. So we're going to get up there, nice big swing. .89 mile an hour, 179 carry. Now I'm not promising 80 yards difference. Some of you might get that. But there's this real issue, I think, with golfers that, you know, if it feels quick, there's lack of control. Well, my thing is, if you are swinging really, really quickly, you know, is it then the case that you're hitting the ball too far? Probably not. But it's an association, and a poor association for me, of telling yourself what you've done when you've not actually done that and you change the wrong thing. So I think if you're nice and kind of tension-free and relaxed, the width of your swing is maintained, and it's much, much easier to collect the golf ball. When you get short and tight, because you're trying to hit the ball hard, that swing gets narrower, and that's where we start mishitting it. And this is such fun. You know, when you swing quickly and you get hold of one, seeing what you actually are capable of producing is what golf's about. I know it's about shooting the lowest score possible, but you know, those one or two perfect shots that you hit, hopefully more than that, in a round are the ones that keep you coming back for more. So what did I get? 89.9. Now, did it feel as quick as the practice swing? Probably not. So let's go again. Again, just under 90 mile an hour. I don't dislike that at all. And remarkably, it was actually nice and straight. So again, let's go a couple more. Big turn. Nice and quick on the way through. Felt good. 89.9 again. So can I get one over 90 mile an hour? So let that club travel as far back as possible, so it's got as long as possible to be accelerating. And obviously the longer the club's got to accelerate, in theory, we should then have more club head speed. There she is at 91. Again, that 180. But it is a big thing for me, and I can feel definitely when I work on club head speed in my swing, I can feel sometimes how I get away from that and actually start trying to hit the ball harder and harder. And as an example on this one, if I try and hit this hard, .89. So it's actually slower, and it's simply because as I'm trying to hit the ball hard, I don't get the club far enough back, then the club's got less far to travel, I'm tightening up at impact, so I'm slowing the club down, and it's absolutely not giving me a better strike anyway. So I'm actually hitting it shorter and wider, whereas all of us would love to hit the ball further and straighter. Okay guys, so like I said there, please, please, please don't try swinging slower. You know, we want you swinging as quick as you're capable of swinging, obviously while it gives us some control on contact. But from trying to swing slower, I don't see golfers hit the ball better, and I definitely don't see them hit the ball further. Is it a case that you're swinging too quick? No. Is it a case that you're trying to hit the ball too hard? Absolutely. But we want to make that nice big turn, swing the club quickly and freely, and you're going to hit the ball further and more accurately than ever before. So guys, hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, like it and share it, comment below and I'll get back to as many people as I can. If you have enjoyed today's video and you don't currently subscribe to my channel, please consider clicking the button below, ring the notification bell, then you'll find out whenever I drop a new video. Follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here soon. Stay in contact.